Their job is to keep the illusion going, to not let nobody crack this light code lockdown they got y'all under. So once you start cracking this light code lockdown, these sentinels, these sentient programs, they send sentient programs at you to attack you for having these high vibrations that you emit. So you tell the elites that you fighting already against them just with your vibration. It don't go off your words. They don't go off none of that. So that's why I keep telling y'all, like, you can't hide from them. You know, a lot of motherfuckers want to be like, okay, fuck them, but then still work at their jobs, still be in a system. Like they don't know who the fuck you is. If you really feel like it's fuck them in you, they know that from your vibration. So why keep working for them like they don't know who you is? You just gonna make it easier for these sentient programs to attack your vibration and keep you back in like whole lockdown. But just listen though, it's amazing how in the movie they call them sentinels, but in reality they're called sentient programs. And they only attack those who vibrate high in this matrix, who start breaking light code lockdown. This is why whenever you start doing good in your life and you start some bullshit start coming your way, it feel like that, right? Those be the sentient programs. And then they teach you in religion. They use religion in the Bible to be like, well, you're going to have bad days. No, there's no such thing as a bad day. You don't supposed to have no bad days. We gods. We only create good days. You create your days, first off. So why would you even create a bad day for yourself? All right? But that whole bullshit of you have good days, bad days. No, the bad days is they're coming from them with these sentient programs to keep your ass vibing low. You know what I'm saying? And they disguise it as bad days, telling you bad. No, hell no. You're not supposed to have no bad days, period. Pay attention though.
Covered the agents in another video a few weeks back, which I'll leave links to below, and I highly recommend that you guys check it out if you haven't already.
Then man made the machine in his own likeness.
Oops, pardon me. Coming through.
Thus did man become the architect of his own demise.
As seen throughout the progression of the war against the machines that some might consider was inspired by rage, the Sentinels were actually robots that were made to replace the B1 series after their exile by the humans, which precipitated the first machine war. Over time, the machine AI grew more intelligent, enabling the construction of newer and better Sentinels, which were primarily used to aid in the construction of a physical home for the machines that would later become the source of the Matrix. These Sentinels clearly had no dedicated weaponry, but soon realized that their laser beams and multiple appendages could be used to savagely attack human ships. With the continuous threat of destruction at the hands of the human race, the Sentinels were then deployed as search and destroy units tasked with picking up the dead and incapacitating live humans that could be studied and experimented on. Over the years, the machines worked on a means of using their enemies as a power source, and the fruits of their labor led to the construction of the first Matrix, a construct that would be refined over centuries.
The Matrix is older than you know. I prefer counting from the emergence of one integral anomaly to the emergence of the next, in which case this is the sixth version.
Sentinels appeared as multi-tentacled machines with multiple sensors that move through the air with ease. Their frightening appearance, which resembled cephalopods, along with their tendency to move in swarms, led to the humans calling the machines squids. In terms of propulsion, I know a few people were confused as to how the Sentinels were able to move through the air, but after examining the concept art for the films created by George Hull, who was the senior production artist for the Matrix trilogy, we can clearly see that underneath each Sentinel was a blue glow distinctively reminiscent of the glow seen underneath the Nebuchadnezzar's anti-gravity hover pads. We can also see that whenever a Sentinel was damaged...
Oh, you already said. Talked about the Nebuchadnezzar spaceship. Keep going though.
Experience a bright blue internal explosion, identical in color and brightness to that experienced by the hovercrafts whenever one of their hoverpads were destroyed. This leads me to believe that the machines had actually invented the hoverpad technology used by all the ships in the series. The human resistance then likely began copying this means of transport, and while the hovercrafts used by the humans still needed external pads to move around, I think the machines had in essence vastly improved this method of propulsion, which is why we don't see the blue glow of their advanced pads until they were unstable. As mentioned just before, in addition to their sharp-clawed tentacles, the Sentinels were armed with a powerful laser beam that could both weld and slice through metal structures with ease, as was seen with the multiple hovercrafts that were unlucky enough to have their hulls breached by the machines. Their multiple appendages were reinforced with toughened metals, enabling them to use them as armor that could deflect projectiles like bullets from their heads, where programmed data was stored. Their claws were also powerful enough to rip into the hulls of ships. They were also equipped with multiple audio and visual sensors that looked like satellite dishes and eyes, along with an electronic sensor that enabled them to detect electrical signatures from a distance and hone in on their enemies.
All right, so I want you to peep something. First off, ask yourself, How the fuck does he know all that? That's just a random YouTuber who made a video about the Sentinels, the mechanical hunters. All right. So you heard what he said about how they are able to store the electrical imprint. And wasn't I just telling y'all about that, about these sentient programs? Like, see, they put this shit right in your face. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't even the movie. This is somebody that just made a random YouTube video breaking it down, and this is a human being. All right. So, but what he's saying about everything about their role in the movie is true. Okay, but what I want you to see is when I'm telling you to give you an idea of sentient programs, that's why I want to show you that. Because those sentinels only attacked those ships when they were in the Matrix, tapped into because when they was going in the Matrix, they were going in the Matrix to do what? Break it. What was Neo and them said he going back to the Matrix for? To break it, to end that slavery, to end that false world, to free everybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's a high vibration. That's a high intent. So those sentinels would attack their ships because they already admitted that high intent. That's why they only had so long to be in the Matrix, and they had to hurry up and get back, because while they was in the Matrix, remember, they were saying the ship was giving off a signal. Well, the ship was a metaphor for your body. That ship they was on the Matrix is a metaphor for your body. Okay, so your body gives off these signals when you try to leave the Matrix or try to break the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? You break light code lockdown. You feel me? So, I'm gonna let him finish talking though. But yeah, just pay attention though.
Some of these Sentinels were also given tow bombs, tiny devices that look like larvae but function like guided missiles that were highly effective at destroying ships from range. Much like the agents featured within the Matrix itself, there was no negotiating or reasoning with the Sentinels, and once they'd received orders from within the Matrix, they would carry out their mission until they were either successful, destroyed, or had their orders rescinded. As was seen in the Matrix Revolutions, when the Sentinels went into a sort of idle mode after Neo was able to negotiate a temporary truce with the Source. Since their power source was electricity, the Sentinels could be disabled with the use of an electromagnetic pulse to disrupt and disable electronic devices within range, including the ships that fired off the EMP blast. It's for this very reason that hovercrafts would only use this ability when absolutely necessary. While the powerful hovercrafts were generally needed to stop attacking Sentinels, a human in command of an APU could also deal sufficient damage to the machines, along with a lucky human armed with a lightning rifle. However, since they had minimal to no armor in these encounters, if the machines got too close, the resistance fighters were at risk of being torn to shreds by the Sentinels. Well, that's all for today, folks. Big thanks to all of you guys who requested to explore the Sentinels featured in the Matrix trilogy. I'm thinking of doing a series of videos.
He's just a random YouTuber. He's just a random YouTuber, right? But notice everything he was talking about with these Sentinels dealt with electricity, electronic impulses and imprints. And then I just tell you, when you think high thoughts, you give off these imprints. So that's why in the Matrix, the Sentinels were symbolic of these sentient programs that come and attack you when you try to do good in the Matrix, when you try to vibe high. So although we're vibing, you're increasing your vibration when you're getting knowledge of self. This is why you have to learn about magic. You have to learn more about protecting yourself. The more advanced you get with it, because you will be attacked, and they will attack you through the astral realm, through the cosmic realm, through the etheric realm, through the physical realm, through different scenarios and situations. This is how these sentient programs work. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand the danger that comes with it, because right now when you're down here on this physical, you in Satan's, Zeus's world, Zeus's realm right now, because they conquered it and they strong down here. So that doesn't mean don't rise. Yes, we rising, but that mean be ready for a war as you rise. A lot of y'all hit me up and say, "Oh man, I'm going through this with my family. I'm going through this on the job. I'm going through this." But yeah, that's because you are rising in frequency, and you're not supposed to do that. This is like whole lockdown. It's dangerous to rise in frequency. Rising in frequency will get you put on their watch list and them trying to kill you. You know what I'm saying? They killed Left Eye because Left Eye was just simply rising in frequency. You know what I'm saying? They killed many people because they were just simply rising in frequency. So you got to understand what vibration really is and what does it do when you vibe behind you feeling good. That's not just you that's feeling that. The elites feel that imprint too because they monitor the electrical imprint of the planet. Like right now we having God talk. I'm giving y'all God talk because y'all gods and goddesses, right? All right, so you think the elites don't know that we doing this right now? Yes, because of the words we are admitting. Why do you think I didn't get kicked off Facebook Live, Instagram Live? I didn't get kicked off these lives before, YouTube Live the other day, or if I say the wrong thing, because it's the impulses. It's high. It's honesty. So it's going to change and tamper with and alter the frequency. You feel me? And it's imperative that y'all understand this, you know what I'm saying, about these sentient programs and how they work. That's why I said stop believing that every single thing around you is real. Stop thinking everybody around you is human. Stop thinking everybody around you because they got carbon is gods. It's a lot of Mach 5 clones out here, Mach 5 synthetic robots out here. You know what I'm saying? And sentient programs out here. Well, motherfucker look like a whole person living in the house. You see them come out every day, water, they grass, go to the mailbox. And they are programmed. So they just gonna come out and do that. They gonna do what they're programmed to do. You know what I'm saying? They're an illusionatory program. They told you that a mailbox was real, a post office was real, a postman was real. You know what I'm saying? A lion was real. They told you these animals was real. They told you factories was real, airplanes was real, trucks, trains, buses, cities. They told you this shit, pigeons, squirrels was real, right? And then they also told you what they supposed to do, right? They say squirrels go eat nuts, birds go fly. So they set up a program for your mind. And then now they have to show you the program that they taught you as a kid. So that's what you see in your every day of your life. You just seeing the program repeating itself that they created for your mind. Because guess what? If you come out one day and ain't no buses running, the program gonna break down in your mind. You be like, fuck, why ain't no buses running? Or you come outside one day and it ain't no rush hour traffic. Damn, where the fuck everybody at? See what I'm saying? Now you question the program. You come outside one day and just, most of the businesses closed because they programs, only a few open. You like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You come outside, goddamn it, you don't see a squirrel chasing a nut. You don't see a squirrel ever again. You gonna start questioning like, damn, what happened to all the squirrels? See what I'm saying? So you don't see a plane flying in the sky ever again. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So they have to keep these programs running, sentient programs designed to make you believe this matrix is real. Because if anything stops, you're just gonna break down. So you don't know it. You know these taxis and now it's called Ubers and shit like that. Just the basic everyday flow of a day. Think about the basic. It's a basic standard flow of a day. It's an AM. Everybody rise, eat breakfast, go to work, go to school, whatever, online school. You know what I'm saying? You got your noon phase, little traffic because everybody on lunch break, right? You got your evening phase where 3 to 5 to 6 rush hour traffic. Everybody's getting out of college or getting out of school or getting off work, right? You can predict the basic day, right? Because it's a program, my nigga. It's a program. It's a program, and they have sentient programs designed to protect the big program, which is the actual matrix, which is the illusion itself. See, you see how we can predict just a day's work? Even life itself you can do that with, because these are programs. So anytime you break from the program, you emit frequency discharge from your avatar. So this is when they start attacking you, and sending programs your way, and lying on you, trying to lock you up. Your girlfriend want to cheat on you. Your boyfriend want to cheat on you. Your friend want to fight. Somebody want to break bullshit with you, start stuff with you. They give you a hard time at the job. All of a sudden, 3 weeks straight, you're going through just a bunch of bullshit. You just don't know where it's coming from. Sentient programs are attacking you because you was raising your vibration. You was feeling good, and it ain't got to be on this deep of a level. You could just wake up and want to feel good. That's too high of a vibration. Listen, you think that if they wanted to give you all good vibrations, man, they can flood y'all with nothing but good news on the news for a month straight. Whole world will be lit up with feeling so motherfucking good, nigga. Everybody around this bitch giving each other whatever, everybody whatever they want. They could do that right now if they wanted to, just with their Medea. But they don't. They use it for opposite, to keep you down, low vibration, lockdown. Because they can't contain you when you go up into the gas state. When you rise into your higher self, they can't fuck with you. They can't do nothing with you. So they gotta keep you here. Solid. Physical. They can't do nothing with you when you rise until you're ethereal high yourself. Because you're not on the solid phase no more. You're now in the gas state. You're vibrating faster. That's why I keep going back to the basics. You remember the 4 phases of matter in this physical. This is why it's important for you to rise. But as you rise, you're increasing that vibration until you completely rise from that. You got to know that you putting a target on your back because you're letting all these sentient programs know who you are. And just like they would attack that ship in the Matrix, they finna come attack your ship. What's your ship? Your temple. What's your temple? Your what? Your avatar. Understand me on the deepest of levels right now, reflection. The deepest of levels. Know the enemy. Understand the flow of energy. Understand how electricity works. Understand what you are and why they're so fearful of your electricity ever being charged at its full capacity again. Or your magnetism, which is your soul. Facts. I see y'all in here too. You hear me? I see y'all in here Corey Maggette style, young 50 ball. We in here cooling right now. You hear me? 50 of y'all in the room right now. Well, 53. It was like 83, and it dropped down to 53. Like people been coming and going and shit. I know some of y'all still trying to find it because it's literally people sending me messages like I'm trying to find a live and I can't click out because I'm already live, so I gotta send a message once this class ends. But yeah, y'all, like I just gave you some deep shit right now, like a real supreme key in understanding your reality and understanding why it's imperative that you meditate, that you learn how to activate your crystals and what they are and why they, and I'm gonna be teaching all that too. Like we just getting started, y'all know that. Y'all know that already. But we talking about these sentient programs. And at any moment, any one of your family members can be turned to a sentient program. If they activate their nanobot, right, they can do whatever with them. Now they can put a sentient program in them to fucking lower your frequency. And guess what your family member gonna be doing? Nothing but bullshit to lower your frequency. You gotta understand it works so deep. My bad, y'all. I hit the button by accident. Somebody was calling. I don't know if I'm still froze. Okay. Yeah, so my bad, y'all. That was me. I hit the button by accident. Somebody was calling and shit. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was trying to get their thing off the screen. You feel me? And I was about to... And I had already scrolled it down. A minute ago. So I guess when I touched it a minute ago, and then I put my hand back and I was finna come back up, that shit. Doop. But yeah, though. But it's all good. We almost at an hour anyway, you know what I'm saying? I like to make these lessons first week an hour, just like people doing on IG every day. It was an hour. We're going to go an hour and a half, certain PowerPoint lectures. Like, see, this is the thing too, I want y'all to know, like, certain times we get on here, like, this is God talk. We get on here for an hour and talk, but some videos on here, it ain't going to be like that. It's going to be PowerPoint live lectures. But I mean, the whole live lectures is strictly PowerPoint material on the iPad. You feel me? Sometimes I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna just post videos where it's not live like this. It's just a video, and you gotta come watch it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of that going on too. On top of that, I got the books coming. I've been doing a lot of writing in books, so that's gonna help y'all too. And I'm also sitting down with artists to have them draw out a lot of stuff that I'm telling y'all, so that y'all can get a better visual for. Because some of this shit you can't Google this shit because it ain't out there. Information ain't out there. but I know y'all understand me. Also, I'm gonna be posting our official schedule up. Tomorrow we right back here at 3:33 p.m. anyway. But I'm gonna be posting our official schedule up. So you're gonna be able to know. Because we're gonna do Q&As too, but we're gonna do our Q&As on Instagram and Facebook still. So that way with Facebook you can still Q&A, even though they ain't on here on the membership side, they can come catch that Q&A. Still Instagram Q&A, you know what I'm saying? Plus, with a Q&A, I don't really title it. It'll say Q&A, so I can still drop gems, and then they ain't probably got to worry about them taking the page and shit. I don't know. But even if they do try to do that, it don't matter because that's what the website is for. We building the website up. You know what I'm saying? We want everybody to come to the website. You know what I'm saying? But of course, everybody ain't gonna just do that. You feel me? Right away. You feel me? So I'm gonna post the official schedule so we can all be on the same page. Also, I'm gonna post a video for those of you who still don't know how to access these live lectures. I told y'all it's simple, man. You click the app. You click the app, and it's not a lot of y'all, but it's a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But you click the yeah, it's not a lot of y'all, but it's a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's enough for y'all. Put it that way. It's not a lot of y'all, but it's enough of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make a video just showing y'all how to I'm gonna just screen record it. You gotta go into the app, scroll down. You see homepage icon, click it, boom, it's gonna take you to the website. Now you're on the website. Just click on live lectures. You know, and hit the dot to bring up the menu. Bring up the menu. You know what I'm saying? Because most people don't know to click on it. That's what that is. When you go to the website, y'all not knowing what to click on. So when you get to the website, you click on that. It's gonna drop the menu down. Then you click on live lectures. Now, if you're on the desktop, it's gonna show you live lectures, regardless. You know what I'm saying? But I forgot y'all doing it from the phone because you can watch this live lecture from the desktop as well. But yeah, be sent to your programs, y'all. Dangerous. Keep your vibrations high, but tap into your meditations more. Be more aware of who you give your energy to. Cut your circle. Keep your circle small as can be because anybody you listen to, you give your energy to. Anybody you pay attention to, you give them energy. You give them life force. If you give them life force, you weaken you. So only give your life force to things that are going to strengthen you back. Only give your life force to things that are going to strengthen you back. It's just like a honeybee. If a bee sting you, they're going to die. The stinger's connected to the spine. He's dying instantly. You feel me? That's his life force. That's his all. So when you get somebody your attention, when you even speak to them, when you listen to them, definitely let them touch you, any of that. You're giving them your life force. And a lot of individuals don't know that. As gods and goddesses, it's imperative that you know that even just listening to somebody, you're giving them power. You're giving them attention, life force, your energy off your aura field. So don't give it to anybody and everybody, anything, or you will weaken your aura because you spreading your energy out too thin, and you won't have that much energy for yourself. So that's why it's imperative that y'all cut y'all circles down and stay vigilant, because you trying to rise in frequency and still keep a big circle. Just rising in frequency, you opening up to battles that you gotta fight because you rising. The battles you gotta fight. So definitely don't let people all in your house. None of that. None of that reflection. You don't know if that person's a clone, a synthetic robot, a sentient program. You don't know how many spirits that avatar is housing, you know? And I made this for the risers, because they only come after the risers like that, you feel me? Y'all risers out there, you feel me? Keep your vibrations high. But stay ready and understand the astral realm, the cosmic realm. Understand that which you come from. Don't fear it, just understand it so that you can work through it the correct way and know what it is when you see it. Stop thinking it's your family, it's your friends, it's your people. It's just programming. Programs designed to affect you. It ain't about nothing but you. It's designed to affect you, to weaken you. Let nothing weaken you. Nothing. It's a frequency war. You know who the enemy is behind the frequency war. Stay ready. We're taking the planet back. You hear me? We're taking it back. So with the matrix falling, that's why you need to know how it works. To understand what high vibrations really bring and what it really means cosmically. Not just the good side of it, both sides, so you can move the right way. Peace to the guys and guys of the planet Ka. I opened up this lesson on perfect peace. I'm going to close it the same way I opened it up. I leave as I come. Now we rise. One.